Imagine checking your pocket change today and discovering a simple Washington quarter that could be worth millions of dollars. Coins that most people spend without a second thought could actually turn you into a life-changing jackpot winner. You might be holding one of these hidden treasures right now. By 1979, the mint was striking billions of quarters. While most seem ordinary, a few error varieties from the Denver Mint in 1979 have surfaced, including off-center strikes, part of the design missing; clipped plankets, a chunk of the coin missing; broad strikes, design spread out without a collar; possible double dies reported by collectors. How to identify? Look for obvious minting mistakes like clipped edges or off-center strikes. Error coins often show unusual shapes or stretched designs. Value: minor errors, $50 to $200. Strong off-center strikes, $500 to $1,000. Rare die varieties in mint state, thousands of dollars. One example of a major error sold for nearly $5,000 at auction, proving that even late 1970s quarters can carry treasure-level value. Why error coins are so valuable? Collectors pay big money for error coins because they're unintentional mint mistakes, scarce by nature. Unique, no two errors are exactly alike, historically tied to periods of change like the 1965 silver transition. Highly graded survivors are extremely rare. It's the perfect storm of rarity, demand, and history. The early 1980s were a time of heavy mint production. In 1983, at the Philadelphia Mint, a double die error occurred on some Washington quarters. The doubling appears on the reverse lettering, especially in United States of America and E pluribus unum. Because most quarters from the 1980s were heavily circulated, finding one in top condition today is nearly impossible, which makes this error incredibly valuable. Look for strong doubling on the reverse inscriptions. The doubling is most visible on United and America. Needs magnification to confirm. Circulated, $200 to $500. Higher grades MS65 plus, $2,000 to $5,000. Gem examples have been sold for $10,000 plus at auctions. This coin shows how even a modern-looking quarter can secretly be worth thousands. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932, designed by John Flanagan to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. Over the years, it became one of the most circulated coins in U.S. history, but here's the kicker: not all quarters are created equal. During times of minting changes, like the switch from silver to clad coinage in 1965, or when dies were misaligned or doubled, error coins were born. These rare mistakes are what collectors dream of finding. Now let's break down the top 3 rarest Washington quarter error coins that could make you rich. In 1964, U.S. quarters were made of 90% silver. But due to rising silver prices, the U.S. Mint transitioned in 1965 to a copper-nickel-clad composition. During this change, some silver plankets accidentally got struck with the new 1965 date, creating a transitional error. Weight: 6.25 grams instead of the clad 5.67 grams. Distinctive silver look compared to normal 1965 clad quarters, no copper sandwich line on the edge. Circulated examples, $7,000 to $15,000. High-grade MS65 plus, $25,000 to $50,000. Auction records: some silver 1965 quarters have exceeded $100,000 depending on rarity and condition. This makes it one of the most famous transitional errors in U.S. coinage history.